Hey guys, Triple here with a new Let's Play of Serena, and I expect this to be a two-parter, because it's quite a short one. So let's see what it's all about. Serena.
Sometimes, when I make a great effort, I can remember her scent, the sweetness of her breath. Serena. This was taken on that crisp winter night at our mutual friend's hunting lodge. We came back indoors, laughing, giddy as teenagers. It was truly like an enchanted time, like we were in a magic circle where no sorrow or pain could touch us. My love, we don't have a lot of photos of ourselves as a couple, so this one is quite important.
But you can't see it.
The guy who snapped this, our host that night, used an actual film camera. It was a different world back then.
Yeah, everything's digital now.
My love, we don't have a lot of photos of ourselves as a couple, so this one is quite important. Serena enjoyed spice in our life. I preferred it more bland. We were so different on some points.
You always put too much salt in, dear. Think about your pressure. Would you pass me the pepper? You know, you should use it too. It's good for the pressure.
I can't help these random associations. It's always been that way. I look at a pepper shaker and think of a Beatles song. It's just a pepper shaker, really. The furniture came with the cabin. Considering how off the beaten path this place is, that helped make up our mind.
Okay, so what is that?
Sometimes she would brush her leg against mine under the table when we were reading. A curious, sensual thrill. The table is worn but sturdy, just like our relationship was. Or is. I just don't know anymore.
Can I actually move properly? No, everything done with the mouse. Interesting. Okay. So let's have a look.
So much wisdom and happiness in this bookcase. My life would have been much poorer without all this.
Books are very good.
The smell of old books is intoxicating. What happens to wood pulp as it ages gives it that distinctive vanilla smell. I loved it when we took down one of my favorites and curled up on the bed to read together as the wind howled outside on cold winter nights. Most of the books are mine, but all of hers are still here too. A lot of rarities and special editions here. I didn't lend out my Necronomicon, did I? No. Of course not. Most of the books are mine, but a lot of rarities and special editions here. Sharing meals with a good red wine was one of the great pleasures in our relationship, especially in the intimacy of this cabin. We had such a wonderful time dining in this cabin. Serena loved to experiment with her cooking. Truth be told, not all the cooking she did was a resounding success. We agreed to never attempt doing ravioli again.
You silly dolt. Here, give me that. Don't be such a child.
I think it dates from the colonial era, probably brought over by the Pilgrims.
I think that's all relevant stuff for that one done.
It belongs in a museum.
Pretty much.
so many afternoons spent in this armchair.
Come sit with me. I want to talk. And cuddle.
I wouldn't say no.
What did we talk about? Damn this fallible memory of mine. The most comfortable spot in the cabin, well, along with the bed, of course.
Ooh. Anything? Okay.
This window never got much attention. Then again, the view isn't nearly as spectacular. Priorities, right? I guess it's covered with grease and grime from cooking, mostly. There's probably nothing out there that I want to see, anyway. All the stuff I care about is inside. Well, except for Serena.
Okay. So you can't get anything to do with the art. Let's go back over here. Oh, we can't. Guessing it's this very set movement. There we go.
Come, love, with peace in your heart, said Niamh of the ice-blue eyes. Blue eyes. It's based on an Irish folktale. Warrior poet Oisin goes to Tirnanog, a Celtic otherworld known as the Land of Youth and Promise. Niamh is of the Fey folk, the fair ones, fairies.
Ah.
Weird mix of doggerel and artistry. The elemental imagery is evocative, but the language and structure are a bit quaint. Still, some lines jump out at you. I've always been drawn to things that are kind of both good and bad at the same time. Maybe because that's so like life.
I can understand that.
My grandma introduced me to these old legends when I was just a kid, in between stories of what she could still remember of her childhood in the old country. Weird mix of doggerel and artistry. The elemental imagery is evocative, but the language and structure are a bit quaint. Still, some lines jump out at you.
Thank you for repeating yourself.
Something draws me to this trunk. Is it the memories locked within? Or something else? We use this trunk to store trinkets and papers, but I can't help thinking there's something of importance inside. It's too painful. I want to, but not yet.
What do you want to bet that inside is Serena? And she didn't like something he did, so he flipped and went and frickin' killed her. Bet you that's what happened. Right, let's check out the wardrobe first.
Quite a large armoire for our admittedly Spartan needs. She uses most of it. We all have our skeletons in the closet, but not Serena. She was perfect.
Okay. Right, have you seen that one? Stop it! Right, can I open any of this?
I'm not sure why, but I don't feel like opening it.
Ah.
The sole thought of it drains what little energy I have left in me.
What about this one? Oh, double clicking.
I still can't understand. Even the features of her face feel hazy and distant, like remnants of a broken... She adored all things of nature. I remember her long walks out in the woods. Curiously, we never brought many plants inside the cabin. We were surrounded by so many outside, I guess we were saturated by them. At least I was.
Yeah, I bet she wanted some flowers and you were like, nah, bitch, and killed her.
Maybe I should have let her bring some plants inside. She liked them a lot.
There we go.
She is fairly religious. Not me. I'm the cold and cynical bastard. But I don't remember that ever being an issue between us.
No, you probably don't, and wiped it from your memory.
She always thought our relationship was a blessing. God, how I miss her. No longer the cynical asshole, I guess. Her faith came as a surprise to me. She was never prudish about sex, so I just didn't expect it. I guess people simply aren't that predictable. No, I don't want to read right now. Especially not a Bible. A plant is a plant. Beautiful to some, boring to others. I'm a casual dresser. No need to change clothes right now. Our refuge from the world. A place of warmth and passion.
I just realised there's nothing other than the books to entertain yourself in this cabin. She must have got bored of his shitty lifestyle, tried to leave, and he killed her.
We joked we needed to be so far out in the woods because that's how our sex life was. Far out. The furniture came with the cabin, but the bedclothes we brought with us. A place like this needs some luxury, but without her, there are no monsters under the bed. I guess they're all in my head. I feel too restless to sleep right now.
What was that? Creaky floorboards?
I don't sleep well without Serena next to me. Both a blessing and a curse, I suppose.
Okay.
That looks interesting. We can always try it.
I read it for the articles, of course. Like that one by the guy. That one about the thing.
Okay, so I've noticed that that hand shape means I can grab something. Whereas the rest of it don't mean shit. Now.
It's a beautiful day, though there's an unnatural calm surrounding the area.
Maybe because you killed someone.
I've always loved the hazy afternoon shades of this place. It's deep into summer, so there's a few hours left until it gets dark.
Okay, let's try this one.
And then you toppled us on the snow, you devil. We
Damn it.
laughed and rolled around. Dearest, how do I say any
There
of
we go.
this? I like your way with words, but if I don't write this, I don't know what I'll do. My life feels so unreal now, dreamlike, but wonderfully so. Let me try, even if clumsily. The hours I spent with you when we last met are precious to me. I was so lost such a short time ago. Everything seemed drained of color and feeling. I think we were meant to find each other, to bring meaning to our lives again, make sense of the confusion shrouding both of us. When we stepped into the crystal silence of the snowy woods, away from the chatter of the guests, all nature seemed expectant, as if holding its breath, witnessing a rare moment of something infinitely better than what life in the ordinary run of things has to offer. Do you remember how the light crust of the snow glittered in the reflected light of the country house? How the copse of trees in which we walked was haloed with a magical aura? I felt the chill of the night air, and you opened your coat and enfolded me in your arms, and we hugged tight, sharing the warmth, sharing the only thing any of us have to share on this earth when you think about it. And then you toppled us on the snow, you devil. We laughed and rolled around, my head already spinning from the wine and crisp, pure night air and the stillness all around. We lay back and I gasped when I realized what I was seeing. The luminous starscape, like a vast velvet cloth sprinkled with powdered sugar, like it can only be seen in the countryside. I had tears in my eyes when I turned to you and we kissed, and it felt like the only moment in all of time, or outside time, and ours was the only spark that could ignite the universe. You gave me these moments. You complete me in ways I never knew to dream of. Let me be the one who makes sense of the confusion whenever you feel lost again. We can make our own world against the rest of the world if need be. Together we can silence all the demons, heal all the wounds. I love you. In eternity yours, Serena.
Well.
Somewhere in here, in our private refuge, there must be something that reminds me of her.
And that is a useless drawer.
I'm generally not fond of taking medication. I find it hard to believe ingesting a few chemicals will do me much good in the long run.
Don't forget your pill, hun. I know you'd rather not, but you know it's for the best.
Beta blockers. I have high blood pressure.
Okay.
If the keys are here, does she have her spare? I should probably stay here in case she doesn't. Did she even have her own spare? We also have a key for the outhouse, but can't be bothered to keep it anywhere other than under that rock next to the thing. No one comes here anyway. We did have a night prowler once who left a mark inside the outhouse, but we rarely lock it anyway. I never noticed it before, but there's some rust on the ring. Should get a new one.
Fascinating.
There's a strand of blonde hair in the comb. Yes, blonde hair like sun rays. I'm remembering. What's wrong with my memory? Did I have a stroke?
Post-traumatic stress disorder.
Hers. I used it too, when shaving. There's only an outhouse, and for some reason, whoever erected the rickety thing didn't think to include wall-to-wall mirrors. So, this came in handy. Should I dust for fingerprints? I might if I were in a detective story.
Maybe we are. Maybe we're not.
Comme une évidence. Serena's favorite perfume.
Okay, so I think we pretty much...
We brought the lamps with us when we got this place all those years ago. They were from a garage sale.
How nice. Ooh. Okay, so...
No, I better stay in case Serena comes back. There's always a chance she might return.
No, she's not. You killed her, you ass.
Look what I made, hun, in case we ever need to sweep something under the carpet.
Like her
See
body?
the pattern of yellow squares? It's from this rug I remembered from my nursery. I must have been like 3 or 4, but it always stuck with me.
No trap door under there, Just more creaky floor.
Makes
Our dining table. Quite modest, but if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
sense. Right, let's try. Nothing at all.
I can imagine her cuddling up to me even now, putting her hand under my shirt. This one wobbles. I always meant to do something about that, but I could tell plenty of stories about this table. To be honest, I'm surprised it's still in one piece.
Aha!
The guy who snapped this, our host that night, used an my love. We don't have a lot of photos. The guy who snapped my love.
What?
I feel like I don't even have the strength to lift the lid. What once gave me so big enough for a lifetime of memento. We
Come
hated
on.
guns, so we never had any, even out here. But this would have been a good place to keep one, since it can be locked. We found this trunk at a flea market. We used to love rummaging around those in our early years. Big enough for a lifetime of mementos.
Understood. So, what does that mean? Something's definitely changed, but I don't know what. Can I get into this yet?
Were there times I could have complimented the way she dressed, told her how beautiful she was to me? We seemed to take fewer and fewer walks as the years went by. Everything around here is so familiar. I can almost feel her hair tickling my neck, the intoxicating smell of her skin. As always, I automatically went to the window side, and she took the one by the armoire. Some of her scent still lingers.
Nothing.
Be honest. Does this dress show too much cleavage? I want only one pair of eyes on me.
How I miss her naked back when she was standing by this armoire. The perfect curve of her neck. Her firm bottom. What's the matter with me? I can't seem to remember even ordinary things. Maybe if I go to sleep, I will wake up, and there she'll be, arms wrapped around me, the warm and passionate touch of her lips. But I can't sleep. It feels as if I've been awake for ages.
Right, let's check out this clock.
How long has it been, I wonder? I can't tell. And I miss her so much. That ticking, it never stops. I've wasted so much time in my life. Did I ever take a break to show her how much I truly cared? I've never bought her any clothes, have I? I just always assumed that since she'd never mentioned it, she might be a light dresser too.
Oh, what's that? What's with the little... Waiting for asylum. Well, that was very conveniently hidden. Wonder if that means...
Everybody thinks that living out in the middle of a dark, dense forest is so romantic. Nothing but you and nature. Serena and I thought so too, once. That is, until The loneliness kicked in.
Could you take this out and beat it, love? It's getting a bit dusty.
It's one of the few decorative things here. We weren't much of homemakers, either of us.
So what am I supposed to do now? I've looked at everything.
Why? I might just as well stay here. When did we let this window get so gunked up?
Come sit with me. I want to talk. There's something I have to tell you. I have been trying, and believe me, I've been trying so hard.
I almost have it. What was she trying to tell me?
Ooh.
Of course, we made love here, too. The most comfortable spot in the cabin. Well, along with the bed, of course. I can imagine her cuddling up to me even now. Of course, we made love here, too. There was no place in the cabin we did. I didn't cook much for her. Always so worried about my stuff.
Interesting.
She actually threw this at me once. She could have killed me. That's how the bedroom window got that crack.
Here's your stupid omelet.
Heavy damn thing. Cast iron. I tried to be charitable with her, but what did it get me? Honestly, she could rarely carry a tune, so her humming habit got on my nerves. All of these pathetic souvenirs from our relationship, they're all lies. This armchair, this is where we had that talk. That damn...
I've been trying so hard, but we lost something along the way. Did you get my letter? Will you just listen to me for once? God, you're always... Wait, where are you going? Don't walk away from me.
I couldn't care less about this damn thing. I torture myself trying to remember. I'm too upset to even think straight.
Okay, we're making progress. And at which point, I'm going to cut the episode here. Hope you've enjoyed this one. It's very interesting. I want to know what happened. I think he killed her and put her in the chest. But we'll have to find out next time. Thank you for watching. If you have enjoyed it, please do leave a like, subscribe if you haven't already. Let me know down below in the comments what you think of this game so far. I'm really enjoying it. It's very simple. So yeah, hopefully we can find out the ending. Thank you for watching, and as always, I shall see you in the next video. Bye bye.